is done in a spirit of goodwill and friendship. Sir, since 1960, we have had neither goodwill nor friendship. We've had terrorism, we've had attacks on our population, we've had wars. Such a treaty had to be dealt with, and this government dealt with it. सभापति महोदय, मैं एक बार और दोहराना चाहता हूं कि उनको फिक्र थी पाकिस्तानी पंजाब, उनको फिक्र जम्मू एंड कश्मीर के किसानों पर नहीं थी, उनको सर फिक्र राजस्थान के किसानों की नहीं थी, उनको फिक्र हिमाचल पर नहीं थी।
रुचि जी, राइट टू स्पीक। नो प्लीज,
और
you'll get your opportunity to speak, please.
उनका कहना था कि संसद का ना हक है कि कितना पानी जाए ना कितना पैसा जाए। और सर जो वो कहते हैं कि हमने शांति, ये शांति की कीमत थी, नहीं सर, ये तुष्टीकरण की कीमत थी। अब सर
please let the honorable minister speak.
We sir grew up with the belief that nothing can be done.
Please.
Sir, we were told.
Please.
We were told for 60 years.
आपको मौका मिलेगा, आप बोले, please.
Sir, we were told for 60 years that nothing can be done. Pandit Nehru's mistakes cannot be corrected. The Narendra Modi government shows it can be corrected. Like Article 370 was corrected. The Indus Waters Treaty is being corrected. It will be held in abeyance until Pakistan irrevocably gives up its support of terrorism. Sir, we had won. We had warned that blood and water cannot flow together. Today, we are demonstrating that what we say we will do, blood and water will not flow together. Now, sir, let me come to Operation Synindhur. The goals of Operation Synindhur were spelled out very clearly within half an hour of the operation commencing, and it was stated very directly that the objective of Operation Sindoor was hitting terrorist infrastructure in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, from where terrorist attacks against India have been planned and directed. It was also said that our actions are focused, measured, and non-escalatory in nature, and we are living up to a commitment. I will come to that commitment, sir, in the UN Security Council, that those responsible for the attack will be held accountable. Now, sir, the House knows that India has faced a special cross-border challenge, not today, not for 10 years, not for 25 years, from 1947. That from few months after our independence, the cross-border terrorism started when so-called tribal invaders were sent across and they came into Jammu and Kashmir. And from that time, sir, we have had to lead the global fight against terrorism. There is no country in the world, especially I would say after 1980s, there is no country in the world which has had to suffer the kind of terrorism, which has taken the kind of casualties we have, which has seen, so many states, so many facilities, so many people attacked in this inhumane manner. But sir, if we have to shape global thinking, if we have to convince others, we must be clear ourselves. And again, I refer to history. Because why do I refer to history? Because what was decided in the past is not a debating point. The decisions of the past have an impact on the present, have an impact even on the future. We inherit a thinking about us, we inherit a policy, we inherit actions. So we have to see what actually was the record. Now the reality, sir, was, if you look for that decade before the Modi government came to power. We have had a series of attacks. And yes, this is well known. In Mumbai in 2006, because this attack is particularly important, 187 people died.
Please.
In 2000,
You cannot dictate what he will speak. No. Please, let him speak. He will speak. Only this will go only for.
in 2008,
आपको जब अपना मौका मिलेगा तो बोले, आप दूसरे को बोलने से रोक नहीं सकते. प्लीज. हाँ बोले. हाँ बोले. आपकी बात ही रिकॉर्ड पे जाएगी.
so
आप खुद अपना पक्ष रखते हैं, दूसरा सुनने को तैयार नहीं. प्लीज.
in 2007, 44 people died in Hyderabad. In 2008, the Mumbai attacks of 26/11, the world still remembers it. 246 people died. In Jaipur in 2008, 64 people died. In Ahmedabad in 2008, 57 people died. In Delhi, sir, I am a person from Delhi. I remember the bomb blast which took place in 2008. So we went through a series of attacks. Now, why am I reminding the House of this? I am reminding.
Please, Mr. John Brittas, please take you.
I am reminding the House because when major terrorist incident happened, the world watched how did India respond. And the world drew lessons. So how did we respond? After 2006, I refer to the Mumbai train bombing. July 2006 was the bombing. In September 2006, within 3 months, we had a meeting in Havana where it was agreed between the Prime Ministers of India and Pakistan. Instead of holding Pakistan responsible, we said we condemn all acts of terrorism and agree that it's a scourge that needs to be dealt with. And by the way, we will resume our composite dialogue. Now, there are two important points which flow out of it, and they are relevant because this shapes the world's perception of how India is likely to respond. It shaped the world's perception that within 3 months, you are actually equating the victim and the perpetrator. And in a move away from what was agreed to in January 2004 between Prime Minister Vajpayee and General Musharraf, where Pakistanis had assured us that their territory and territory under their control will not be used to attack us. Now we are saying, yes, terrorism happened. It happened 3 months ago. A lot of people died in Mumbai. But fine, we will go on with the composite dialogue. So this, sir, started shaping the thinking of the world about India's response to terrorism. Now, if this was not bad enough, it was actually Mumbai, 26/11. Now, there is not a single person in this house, not a single person in this country who will ever forget or forgive 26/11. Now, in the case of Mumbai, sir, Mumbai attack happened November 2008. By July 2009, there is a meeting in Sharm el-Sheikh. And in Sharm el-Sheikh, I remind the House, sir, it was agreed terrorism is the main threat to both countries. Both countries. I mean, that guy does that attack. And we say terrorism is a threat to both countries. Action on terrorism should not be linked to composite dialogue. And of all things, sir, there was an astounding connection to Balochistan. I mean, we are allowing the Pakistanis to imply as though we are doing something wrong after. And this is not just a statement, sir. It is coming after the most horrific attack in Mumbai just a few months ago. Now, the thinking behind this, sir, because I have to recall history to remind the House how much has changed in the last 10 years. The thinking behind this, I quote from the book of the National Security Advisor of the UPA government. He says the simple answer to why India did not immediately attack Pakistan is that after examining the options at the highest levels of the government, the decision makers concluded that more was to be gained from not attacking Pakistan than from attacking. So, sir, this is the thinking. So, I sir, want to today when we are hearing talk hyphenation. Sir, these are people who are self-hyphenating themselves. They are telling Pakistan, you and I are the same level. We are both victims. So they did not need anybody in America or anywhere else to hyphenate them. They were doing it themselves. And most important, sir, they had routinized, they had normalized terrorism. They made out, हाँ terrorism हो गया, but चलिए dialogue के लिए चले जाते. हर बार सर इतनी बड़ी घटना होती है, मुंबई 26/11 होती, ट्रेन बॉम्बिंग होती है, कुछ महीने बाद आप कहते हैं नहीं ठीक है वो हो गया चलिए बात के लिए चलते. अब आप ही बताइए सर, दुनिया आपको सीरियसली कैसे लेगी? आप दुनिया क्या सोचेगी? और आप सर जो 2004 में जो तय हुआ कि उनके यहां से कुछ भी होगा तो जिम्मेदारी उनकी होगी, आप तो भूल गए उसको.
प्लीज चेयर पर बैठकर ना बोलना है, ये सदन की परंपरा नहीं है. मेरा सबसे अनुरोध होगा, आप सबको मौका मिलेगा, अपना पक्ष रखेंगे. प्लीज.
अब सर मैं समझाना चाहूंगा कि पिछले दशक में क्या बदला. नरेंद्र मोदी के सरकार में आतंकवाद के बारे में क्या बदला? एक सर के आतंकवाद, टेररिज्म, अब हम लोग सर इसमें
माननीय गृह मंत्री के बयान के अलावा कोई और चीज रिकॉर्ड पे नहीं जा रही है. प्लीज
सर.
माननीय विदेश मंत्री, सॉरी, करेक्टेड, स्टैंड करेक्टेड, विदेश मंत्री, प्लीज.
Let me tell you, sir, what has changed in the last decade. And I will keep it very sharp and short. Number one, we have been able to put terrorism on the global agenda. We have every forum, BRICS ho, Quad ho, SCO ho, bilateral ho. Today, if terrorism is on the global agenda, it is due to the efforts of the Modi government. Number two, sir, we were able to get Masood Azhar and Abdul Rahman Makki, two notorious terrorists, placed under the sanctions of the UN Security Council 1267. Three, sir, we were some years ago members of the Security Council. We were able to hold a Security Council meeting at the venue of terrorism attack, that is the Taj in Mumbai. That event had a huge impact about global consciousness on terrorism. Fourth, we were able, through bilateral agreements and understandings, get back terrorists from key countries who have been sent back to India under extradition agreements. And I remind you here, sir, that Tahavur Rana, who was wanted for 2611, finally has been brought back by the Modi government to India, who is today facing trial in this country.
Please.
We have exerted.
Please listen peacefully. Sanjay ji, please listen. Listen.
We have exerted huge pressure on Pakistan through the FATF process. We have convened and we actually had a conference of no money for terror. We have today joined this effort at blocking, identifying financials of terrorists. We were, sir, able to get the Resistance Front listed as a global terrorist organization. And, sir, I would like to inform the House that the monitoring team of the UN has submitted its 36th report of the Analytical Support and Sanctions Team. And it mentions, this has just been received, so it is made public today. For the first time, the United Nations report mentions the resistance front, TRF, saying that member states have noted that one member state said the Pahalgam attack could not have happened without Lashkar-e-Taiba support, and there was a relationship between LET and TRF. Another member state said attack was carried out by TRF, which is synonymous with LET, and it mentions that Pakistan actually opposed it and said LET was defunct. So we were able to get into UN a recognition that TRF today is a proxy for the LET and is responsible for Pahalgam. Now, sir, sometimes it is asked, saying, well, these are declarations, what do they matter? They matter, sir, because they shape global opinion. And again, I want to say, what is the change? Because change only comes out through contrast. Yesterday, sir, one honorable member made a reference to BRICS. We just had a BRICS meeting. For the first time, we were able, in a BRICS meeting, to get an explicit reference to a terrorist incident. It says here, the BRICS countries, sir, that we condemn in the strongest terms the terrorist attack in Jammu and Kashmir on 22 April, and we reaffirm our commitment to combating terrorism in all forms and manifestations, including cross-border terrorism. Now, sir, I want to draw a contrast to tell you the change of the last decade. In 2009, there was a BRICS meeting. It was the first BRICS meeting after the Mumbai 26/11 attack. There is not even a reference to Mumbai in that BRICS.